As AI tools become more prominent in education, their potential to support learning, teaching, and school operations is increasingly evident. But with this potential comes a responsibility to use AI ethically. Schools and educators must consider privacy, fairness, and integrity when implementing AI to ensure that it genuinely benefits the learning environment. Join us as we delve into practical strategies for integrating AI responsibly, focusing on privacy safeguards, ethical policies, and classroom applications that enhance learning without compromising values. By adopting thoughtful practices, educators can make AI a positive force in education while protecting students and supporting academic growth. AI, or artificial intelligence, is technology designed to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence. Think of tasks like recognizing faces, translating languages, or suggesting products online. Generative AI goes a step further. It creates new content, such as text, images, or audio, based on patterns it has learned from data. Examples include chatbots, content summarizers, and tools that can generate images from descriptions. In our day to day lives, we see AI in action when Netflix suggests a show, or when we get customer support through an automated chat. In education, AI's potential extends to personalized learning, curriculum planning, and administrative support. Let's break down how AI can be useful in our schools. First, AI supports student learning by providing personalized feedback and automating study materials. Imagine an AI tool that helps a student practice math problems by adjusting the difficulty level based on their performance. This type of tailored assistance can be valuable, especially for students who need extra practice. For teachers, AI can support tasks like grading, assessment, and lesson planning. Instead of spending hours on routine tasks, teachers can use AI tools to save time on grading and get insights on student progress. For instance, some AI tools analyze common errors in student writing to help teachers provide targeted feedback. Operationally, AI can streamline administrative work like managing schedules or generating reports. By automating these tasks, school staff can focus more on student and teacher support, which leads to smoother school operations overall. Using AI responsibly means balancing innovation with safety. While AI can enhance learning, it's essential that we use it thoughtfully. This includes protecting student data and privacy, addressing bias, and ensuring that AI doesn't replace critical human roles in education. In practice, responsible AI use means understanding when and how to integrate AI tools in ways that are secure and ethically sound. For instance, an AI tool that adapts a lesson based on student performance should be chosen with privacy and security in mind. Schools must also avoid AI tools that might collect personal data without clear consent. AI should be used as a support tool. It is not a replacement for human judgment. Policies help us use AI in ways that respect student privacy, maintain academic integrity, and protect school data. Imagine a teacher using a popular language learning app in class without understanding the privacy policy. Student data like names, progress, or even language preferences could end up shared with third-party advertisers. By following policies, we protect students' rights and keep educational data secure. For instance, you might be aware of COPPA, Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, which ensures online services protect children's data. Similarly, the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, FERPA, restricts access to student records without permission. In practice, these laws mean we have to be cautious when using AI tools that might collect or store student information. AI models are trained on real-world data, meaning they can sometimes reflect societal biases. To address this, it's essential to identify potential biases in AI algorithms and training data, and to ensure fairness by implementing measures that promote equitable outcomes for all students. For instance, a study tool that provides feedback on student essays may flag language inaccurately if it hasn't been trained to recognize a range of dialects or writing styles. This can lead to unfair feedback, particularly for non-native English speakers or students from diverse cultural backgrounds. Evaluating AI tools for such biases is crucial. Maintaining transparency is also key. Schools should clearly communicate how AI is used within educational settings to build trust and understanding among students, parents, and educators. A practical approach includes testing AI tools before full implementation. For example, if a school uses an AI tool for grading, teachers could run sample essays from students of varied backgrounds to identify any biased or inconsistent feedback. This proactive evaluation helps us spot potential issues early, ensuring AI enhances learning without compromising fairness or transparency. AI can be a powerful tool for teaching support, especially in areas like assessment, differentiation, and professional development. Imagine a language arts teacher who needs quick feedback on grammar across 100 essays. An AI-based tool could highlight common errors across all papers, allowing the teacher to focus on more in depth feedback rather than correcting the same issue repeatedly. In differentiation, AI tools can suggest personalized reading lists or generate varied problem sets based on each student's performance. For example, a math app might adjust the difficulty of problems in real time, providing support for students who struggle and challenging tasks for those who excel. AI also opens doors in professional development. Let's say a teacher wants to improve their classroom management strategies. AI can recommend articles, online courses, or even simulation based training modules based on the teacher's past learning goals. This type of personalized PD can save time and make development opportunities more relevant and impactful. AI can streamline lesson planning by generating content, creating visuals, or even suggesting interactive activities. For instance, a science teacher planning a lesson on ecosystems might use an AI tool to quickly gather resources, find relevant images, or generate quiz questions on the topic. Content creation can also be made easier. A history teacher could use an AI tool to generate a timeline graphic of major events or create a quick summary of a complex topic. While these tools don't replace the need for teacher review and customization, they provide a great starting point. For teachers looking to connect their lessons across subjects, AI can suggest project ideas that tie in multiple disciplines. A STEM teacher might find an AI suggested project that combines math, engineering, and environmental science, making interdisciplinary learning more accessible and engaging for students. AI can support students directly in their learning. In language classes, for example, students can use AI powered translation tools to practice writing in a new language, receiving real time feedback on grammar and vocabulary. This immediate feedback helps students learn from their mistakes on the spot. Creative content creation is another big area where AI can help students. Let's say an art class is studying digital design. Students can experiment with AI art tools to create original designs based on their ideas, then discuss how AI transformed their input into visual art. This type of activity allows students to explore creativity with technology as a partner. Personalized feedback is one of the most promising applications of AI in learning. For example, a reading app might track a student's comprehension and suggest books at the right level, or a math app could identify specific concepts a student struggles with, offering practice problems in those areas. This approach helps each student work on areas where they need the most support, keeping them engaged and progressing at their own pace. AI tools can also facilitate collaboration among students. Imagine a group project where students use an AI tool to brainstorm ideas for a presentation. The tool could suggest topics based on their keywords, which the students then refine and select. This process encourages critical thinking and helps students evaluate AI outputs together. For example, in a social studies class, students could use an AI tool to summarize historical events. Working in groups, they could discuss how accurate and relevant the AI summaries are, encouraging them to think critically and assess the information they receive. By doing this, students learn to collaborate with AI rather than just accepting its output as fact. Another collaborative use is in peer editing. An AI tool can help students identify areas for improvement in each other's work, from grammar to structure. By combining AI suggestions with their own feedback, students develop editing skills and learn to balance AI's input with their own judgment. When using AI, privacy and security are essential. AI tools often need data to function effectively, but it's critical to control what data is shared. Imagine a scenario where a teacher uses an AI tool to help students improve their writing skills. Before using it, the teacher should verify what data the tool collects and how it stores that data. Does it retain student work, names, or feedback? Tools that store data externally could expose students to unnecessary risks, making it crucial to choose options that comply with privacy laws. Some guidelines to follow include reviewing privacy policies, only using district-approved AI tools, and teaching students to avoid sharing sensitive information, like their personal opinions or identifying details, within AI platforms. These simple steps reduce the chance of data misuse and help keep students safe. AI tools can help students, but they also introduce challenges around academic integrity. For instance, imagine a high school student using an AI-based writing assistant to draft an essay. While it's fine to use AI for grammar checks or idea generation, submitting AI-generated content as their own work crosses the line. To prevent these issues, teachers can set clear guidelines. For example, a teacher might allow AI for brainstorming but require students to write the main content themselves. By setting expectations, we promote honesty and help students develop their own skills without relying solely on AI. Additionally, assignments can be designed to include personal perspectives or unique examples, making it harder for students to submit generic AI-generated responses. This approach not only maintains academic integrity, but also encourages critical thinking. AI is a tool to support, not replace, our professional judgment. Picture this: a teacher uses an AI program that suggests targeted feedback for each student's assignment. While the tool might save time, it's essential that the teacher reviews the feedback before sharing it with students. Without review, the feedback may not accurately reflect each student's specific needs. For students, accountability means using AI as a learning aid rather than a solution. For example, a student might use an AI tool to help brainstorm ideas for a project, but they should be encouraged to evaluate the AI suggestions critically and make independent decisions. This helps them build decision making skills and avoids over reliance on AI. When both teachers and students stay accountable, AI becomes an empowering tool that enhances learning rather than taking over. Teachers can model this accountability by explaining how they use AI in their planning or grading processes, demonstrating that AI provides assistance, not the final say. While AI can greatly support learning, it also comes with potential for misuse. Some common examples include using AI to impersonate others, unauthorized sharing of personal data, and over relying on AI for assignments or decision making. For instance, imagine a scenario where students use AI to create fake profiles to spread rumors or cyberbully others. This type of misuse can damage relationships and lead to serious consequences. Teaching students about responsible online behavior includes discussing how misuse of AI in these ways is harmful and unacceptable. Another issue is unauthorized data sharing. A student might use an AI tool without understanding that it shares their work publicly or collects personal information. To avoid this, make sure students know to check privacy settings or ideally use only district approved tools where data security is assured. Finally, excessive reliance on AI is a growing concern. For example, a student might use an AI tool to complete assignments without understanding the content themselves. This reliance limits their learning and leads to gaps in understanding. Encourage students to use AI as a guide, not a solution, to foster genuine learning. AI misuse in educational settings can take several forms, each requiring specific prevention strategies. For instance, using generative AI to write assignments such as essays undermines a student's learning and violates academic integrity policies. To mitigate this, assignments can incorporate unique or personal elements like reflections or connections to recent events, making them harder for AI to replicate authentically. Another misuse example involves AI generated media, where students might alter images of peers or staff in disrespectful ways, leading to cyberbullying. Preventing such misuse involves teaching digital ethics and emphasizing the consequences of misusing AI for inappropriate media creation. Clear guidelines around acceptable and unacceptable uses of AI can help enforce this understanding. Privacy violations also pose a risk, as AI tools may inadvertently share personal data without consent. Establishing clear data usage guidelines, explaining precisely how data is collected, stored, and shared, can help prevent misuse and maintain trust within the school community. Finally, for teachers and staff, misuse can occur if they rely solely on AI for decisions that require human judgment, such as grading complex assignments. AI lacks the context and empathy necessary for nuanced evaluation, so it's essential to view AI as a support tool rather than a replacement for human oversight. Schools play a key role in setting and enforcing AI policies to prevent misuse. Policies should be clearly communicated to students, teachers, and staff, with regular reminders on what constitutes appropriate and inappropriate AI use. For example, a district might implement a policy that prohibits students from using AI tools for graded assignments unless specified. Teachers can reinforce this policy by setting clear boundaries at the start of each project or class. Additionally, monitoring tools or audit logs can help track AI usage where applicable, adding a layer of accountability. In cases of misuse, reporting procedures should be straightforward. Teachers, students, and staff should know who to approach if they witness AI misuse, whether it's a tech support person, a counselor, or an administrator. By making these steps clear, schools create a culture of transparency and accountability. When AI misuse occurs, it's important to address it promptly and constructively. Suppose a student uses an AI tool to complete an assignment without permission. Instead of punitive measures alone, teachers might consider discussing the reasons behind this misuse and provide support, like study tools or extra help, to reinforce understanding. For more severe cases like cyberbullying with AI generated content, schools should follow existing disciplinary protocols. However, this is also an opportunity to educate students about responsible technology use and the potential impact of their actions. Consequences should be clear. but balanced with educational interventions to help students learn from the experience. On a broader level, periodic policy reviews ensure that guidelines remain relevant as AI tools evolve. School policy should be adaptive, able to incorporate new AI capabilities and potential misuse cases as they emerge. To foster a responsible AI culture, AI literacy is key. AI literacy involves understanding how AI works, recognizing its limitations, and analyzing its outputs critically. Imagine students using an AI tool to summarize articles. While the tool might produce a summary, students should question its accuracy and completeness. Did the AI capture the main points? Did it miss any critical details? Encouraging these questions helps students become thoughtful AI users. One way to build critical thinking skills is through group activities. For example, students could compare AI-generated content with human-written summaries and discuss the differences. This helps them see where AI succeeds and where human insight is still essential. Another approach is to integrate lessons on AI bias. AI tools are trained on past data so they can reflect societal biases. By learning about these biases, students can better interpret AI-generated content, questioning whether an AI tool's feedback is truly relevant or fair. Educators can use examples such as biased results in hiring or product recommendations to help students understand why critical analysis of AI content is important. Encouraging responsible AI use means helping students understand both the capabilities and limitations of AI. One practical exercise is to ask students to critique AI outputs. For instance, in a creative writing class, students could use an AI tool to generate story ideas, then evaluate whether the suggestions are creative, relevant, or logical. This process builds discernment and keeps students from accepting AI outputs without question. Students can also learn about responsible data sharing. If they're using an AI tool, have them consider what personal information they're providing and discuss how this data might be used. This reflection reinforces responsible tech use and strengthens their digital literacy. You can further support responsible AI use by discussing real-world scenarios. For example, a class might look at how social media platforms use AI to recommend content and discuss the impact on privacy and personal choice. These discussions give students a practical context for understanding AI's reach and influence. A strong AI culture extends beyond the classroom. Transparent communication with families and the community ensures everyone understands how AI is being used in school and why. For example, if students will be using an AI-based learning tool, consider sending a letter or hosting a parent session to explain its purpose, benefits, and privacy measures. This proactive communication can ease concerns and foster trust. Encourage families to participate in discussions about AI. Hosting informational sessions or QA events allows parents to share their views and ask questions. For instance, parents may want to know how student data is handled or whether students are being encouraged to think critically about AI's role. By providing answers and gathering feedback, schools show commitment to responsible AI use and transparency. Community feedback is also valuable when developing AI policies. Inviting parents, community leaders, and even local tech experts to discuss AI initiatives can bring in diverse perspectives. This input can help schools shape guidelines that reflect the community's values and concerns, making AI policies more robust and inclusive. Transparency builds confidence in AI initiatives. Suppose a school introduces an AI-driven communication tool to streamline parent-teacher messages. By clearly explaining how the tool works, what data it collects, and how it maintains privacy, schools can address concerns before they arise. Simple, accessible language is best for these explanations. Avoid technical jargon that might confuse or alienate families. The schools can also keep the community updated on AI use through newsletters, social media, or school websites. Regular updates can include new AI tools being introduced, privacy measures in place, and any success stories that show AI's positive impact. Keeping communication open encourages community involvement and reinforces the responsible AI culture. Finally, create a feedback loop. Provide an easy way for families to reach out with questions or concerns about AI tools, whether through dedicated contacts or surveys. By addressing community input, schools can adapt their AI practices to meet evolving needs and maintain trust. AI tools and technologies are constantly evolving, and so are their uses in education. Regularly monitoring AI use and reviewing policies ensures that we're keeping up with these changes and addressing new needs or concerns that may arise. Imagine a district-approved AI tool that was secure when first implemented. Over time, new data practices or privacy concerns might emerge, making regular evaluations necessary to confirm the tool still aligns with school standards. By monitoring AI's impact on teaching and learning, schools can see what's working and what might need adjustment. For example, if a particular AI tool has had great success in supporting student feedback but hasn't worked as expected in other areas, the school can use this information to guide future AI tool selections or updates. Monitoring also helps maintain transparency. Schools can communicate any policy changes to staff, students, and families, reinforcing trust and ensuring everyone is informed about how AI is used in the school environment. We've highlighted the importance of monitoring AI use, updating policies regularly, and engaging with feedback from the school community. Staying proactive and responsive in AI practices ensures AI remains a reliable and supportive tool in education. As we wrap up, remember that AI's success in schools relies on continuous learning and collaboration. Here are a few easy steps to keep the momentum going. Regularly review AI tools by checking for updates, new features, or any potential issues with existing AI tools to ensure they're working as intended. Engage with the community by creating opportunities for teachers, students, and parents to provide feedback on AI use, making adjustments where necessary. As AI technology evolves, so should school policies review and revise them to keep them relevant. By taking these steps and keeping an open dialogue, we can create a responsible, effective AI environment that genuinely enhances the learning experience. As we wrap up this course on responsible AI use in education, let's look at a few practical ways to keep AI a helpful part of our learning environment. Staying engaged is key. Setting a regular time to review AI tools and policies helps ensure they continue to meet privacy, security, and educational standards. Open communication and feedback from students, teachers, and families can bring invaluable perspectives on how AI is shaping our school community. Lastly, remember that responsible AI use is an ongoing journey. By staying informed, adaptable, and inclusive, we're building a future where AI enriches learning while respecting ethical boundaries and human judgment. Thank you for your dedication to responsible AI in education. Together, we're setting a positive example for the future.